Hi, it's the Crazy Art Lady, and we're here today to show you a little bit of a fox. Look at this mosaic. It's made with little bits of paper. To do this, you need a nice piece of black paper and a chalk or color crayon. You're going to be making a nice half circle for his body, a nice big bushy tail. You're going to be making a little spot here so that you can make a big giant letter V for his head, a nice rounded top, two ears, and then a fox has a little bit of a white face. So we're going to put some little half moons right there. This is going to be our pre drawing. Now we're going to take some orange paper and we are going to rip it into some nice pieces about the size of pennies and nickels. And you're going to get yourself a whole big, huge pile of those. You can fold your paper over so you can rip two or three pieces at the same time. You're going to get yourself a nice pile of orange, and then you're going to get yourself a nice pile of white for Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox has lots of white on his face, so you want to be able to do that as well. So we're all busy ripping and tearing and getting our little pieces. Back in the Roman days, when things were so valuable, if a little boy or girl dropped their glass of milk on the floor and it broke, they didn't sweep it up and put it in the garbage. They saved all the little pieces of glass and they used them to make mosaics, and they put them together in a really cool way. So that's where the word mosaic came from, and we can do mosaics with paper today. So here we go. We're going to start with Mr. Fox's tail, and we are going to come up right to the tip. We want the tip to be white. So we are going to be putting our little orange pieces right along the chalk line. All right, we're going to kind of place them side by side and piece them together to make our lovely foxtail. This is super fun, and you go right along the edges to cover up your chalk line so everybody thinks you just made this fox right out of your head. Super, super creative, that you are Mr. or Mrs. Artist, okay? Now, hope you're not a married artist because you're just little kiddos right now. All right, we're going to get these glued all the way around and get ourselves a nice outline of the tail. Look at that. Then you can come in here and just fill it up with all your other pieces. Look how fun this is. Oh my goodness, it's so relaxing, and you can turn on some nice music and it's just going to be fabulous. So now we have a nice orange tail. We're going to make the tip of the tail white. So you're going to take this and take your little white pieces and put them on here like so. And we're going around that outline again. Go right along your chalk line. Lay it so carefully. There we go. Stay inside the lines. Don't go outside the fence. The white line is your fence. And so you want to stay inside the fence, okay? Here we go. We got a nice white tip to our tail. Isn't he going to be cute? There's our tail. Now we are going to come along, not his chinny chin chin. We just want to do his body. We're going to get lots and lots of glue stick on here. Really get it full of glue stick. There we go. Now we are going to be putting some orange along this part, right along the chalk line, okay? Come right along that chalk line. Cover up the chalk if you can. All right. I'm going to turn this around so it covers the chalk. When you get up here close to his chinny chin chin, we do not want to go past the fence. Do you see how Mrs. Pasma is staying right inside that fence line? There we go. This is looking spectacular. And these can overlap or they can be a little bit apart. Little Mr. Fox has a little bit of black on him as well. All right, we're coming right along here. Oh, look how fun this is. And we're going to get all the outline first, okay? There we go. If you end up with a few flippy uppies, like I got a little flippy uppie right there, we don't want any lettuce on our paper. So lettuce, when we make a sandwich with lettuce, it sticks up all over, doesn't it? It's lettuce. We don't want our paper to look like lettuce. We want it to look like nice, flat, beautiful Roman mosaic paper. So we are going to be putting that down and filling up all our little spots just as cute and sweet as we can. I'm even going to put that in there. Some of the shapes fit together just like a little puzzle piece. It's kind of exciting. All right. And you can cover up, you can go back and cover every little black if you like, and get it all nice and orange like Mr. Fox likes to be, nice and orange without any black on him. There we go. Now these right here are his cheeks. Mr. Fox has some really cute white cheeks. So we're going to come along, and this is going to be a little more tricky. We have to get down in here to the little point. So you're going to want to find some little pointy pieces. And if you don't have any, you can just rip some pointy pieces. It's pretty fun. And we're going to come right along here. And I am going to get his little cheek nice and white. Look how great this is. Awesome. Okay. Mrs. Pasma's got sticky fingers today. It's hard to put these down and not get glue stick all over you. So here we go. I'm getting his nice little white cheek all covered up. Look how fun this is. Oh gosh, I just love mosaics and putting pieces of paper together to make lovely. Here's a piece of lettuce Mrs. Pasma has over here. I'm going to just stick it down and say, you know what? We're going to cover all those little black areas that are sticking out. I'm going to put this little guy right back there. Look how nice that cheek is. Now my glue might have dried a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get some more over there. We're going to put some right there. And we're going to be coming down. Here we go. Lots of little pieces right here. Try to cover the white chalk again. Right there like that. This is fabulous. Oh, poor Mrs. Pasma popped right out of her little picture square. I know, you want to see all the leaves in my hair. I put some leaves in my hair this morning because it's fall and the leaves are starting to fall off the trees. Do you think that's why they call it fall? I don't know. Mrs. Pasma just likes to make up things as she goes, but I'm sure someone decided to call it fall because of the leaves. All right, here we go. Down in the little crook of his chin, chinny chin chin. My glue stick is not lasting very long, so if yours is not sticking, you have to go back and put some more on top of it. We had a little boy earlier that he finished and he held it up and all his little pieces fell off because his glue stick wasn't working very good. So make sure lots of glue stick, okay? We love our paper to stay glued together, don't we? Do not want it to fall apart. All right. So we have our cheeks. Aren't those lovely? Now comes our ears, and we are going to have orange ears. Those are going to be fun. And we're going to just take our little pieces of orange and stick them right there. Here's the cool thing up here with your ears. You can go right past the line here into his face. This is going to be his face down here. Look how fun this is. I'm just going to get a lot of glue stick in here so I don't have to keep coming back for more. I'm just going to get it all glued up, and I'm going to put some orange right there, right up to it. I'm going to come right down here, cover some more. And now we are going to make Mr. Fox come alive. He is going to be nice and orange, just like our tigers were last week. We are kind of on a wild animal kick here, aren't we? All right. You can learn to cut and tear your pages so they have little corners and curves on them, so they fit together so nicely when you make your little fox. And when you get down here to the little tip, you want to use some little pieces to fit right down along his nose, okay? See how nice that is? All right. I'm going to come around the top of his face. Make some bigger ones. You can keep them pretty small because that is lots of fun. But if you're getting tired of ripping and you say, oh my gosh, I'm going to make some pieces a little bit bigger, then you sure can. All right. This is going to be the best looking fox you have ever seen. Look at him come together. Isn't he cool? Now you see the pieces, just like the pieces of broken glass in the Roman days. That's super cool. Now you can do two things. If you have Google Eyes at your house, you can put Google Eyes on him. If you don't have Google Eyes, you can cut out two circles. Let me show you. You just fold the white over, cut a nice circle, and now you have two white eyeballs. So you have your choice of eyes. I'm going to turn this over so you can see your choice of eyes. You can have two pieces of paper or two Google Eyes. And when you have your two Google Eyes, you can fold over black and cut out smaller circles now to make the pupils in the eyes. So we can do this. There we go. So we have two sets of eyes, and you can decide which ones you want. If you don't have Google Eyes at your house, you do not have to be sad. See, you can use these eyes to put on your fox. So here's one eye here, and I've got another eye here. I'm going to use my homemade eyes, and then I'm going to take my black and I'm going to rip a triangle. It might take me two tries. To get a nice triangle for his nose. Okay, don't be sad. And if mom has to help you get a nice triangle, that's going to be the tip of his nose. And then we are going to use a little white to tear some triangles out. I got two triangles. I'm going to put a little white right here in his ear. Watch this. Oh, that looks nice. And that looks nice over there. What do you think? Mr. Fox is all done. And you hopefully had a really good time making him. I hope you have a really good day. And don't forget, Mrs. Pasma would love it if you wrote your name with your white chalk or color crayon right down here and turned these in at the school so I could put these fox up sneaking around the halls, okay? All right, have a good day. Take care.